Hello, I'm Steve. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com's website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so what we have here is residential application. So we have basically a covered patio with lattice on top. And let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. So this particular application, I have very few pieces of information, and the only thing I really do have for sure is the length and width, which is approximately 23 by 13, and I just have that from this edge here to this edge here, and then of course from the same edge to this edge here being the 13. It might come out a little bit further, so again, we just have this limited information. I have the lattice, I have these at 2x2 pieces of wood up on top here at 8'6" off the ground, and then also the beams that I have, 6-inch beams, and I have those at 2 feet and 3/8 of an inch from edge to edge here, not center to center. You can see here I've placed a few Infratech electric heaters between those beams. Now there is one beam over here that is at a slight angle. I don't have that true angle dimension, and for me to get real specific with this information, I have to have the very detail of each one of these beams in order to assure that this will actually function properly. But in any case, you could still utilize this information. For instance, here, if I had showed you the clearances above the heater here, it shows a 6-inch clearance. So with the heater and the 6 inches of clearance on all 4 sides plus the top, as you can see here, then you can use the OEM brackets, and as long as you have at least a 1'4" 3/4 of an inch, you will meet those clearances. So that's the dimension that you need with this SlimLine 4000 watt unit between these beams if you're going to do something of this nature. Again, I have it at 2 foot 3/8 of an inch opening. So in my rendition here, it should be not a problem for this application. You can also notice I have 4 units total, and let's go ahead and, before I talk about that, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lower clearances to combustibles. So you need to have at least 18 inches from the edge of the heater here out, and then again on all 4 sides, 18 inches on the left, and then of course in the back here. This is a sliding door here, and then this door over here swings outwards, but if it swung all the way out, it would not interfere with this clearance on this side here. Alright, so let me turn that off here. And also you'll notice that these heaters are not centered within the patio. The reason I did that is just based on the fact that I don't really have even a seating plan, so I just placed the table here, and the table could be normal seating and not a table at all. And if the seating is against this wall, then you would want to maybe move the heaters a little bit closer to the wall or centered within the patio space itself. I noticed that there was a barbecue here, and that being said, I would imagine that they probably aren't going to heat up this section over here. So there's 4 units here total. If we looked at the footprint of heat, you can see that we, at this 8 foot 6 inches off the ground, we're able to utilize the SlimLine 4000 watt unit without an issue. Now, it may appear as if there might be a lot of overlapping here, which I would probably agree with, but if we just place 2 units in here, we're not going to be able to heat up the whole area uniformly. So that's why I chose the 3 major units over here, and then this would be considered possibly a 4th unit here. I just don't know about this beam that is at a slight angle. Let's see if I can show that over here. So, with my application here, I do have the clearances met here still. However, I don't know that that is a true statement. So, but it is at the same location as this one, or I should say distance apart from this to here, that this one is to here. So You got the same overlapping and a very uniform coverage, and that's why I use the 4,000 watt unit as opposed to a higher output unit, based on the fact that I have a lot of overlapping. So all right, and I think that's probably about it on this particular application. If I had some more data, I would be able to go into it a little bit, in a finer detail, but I think this is still would suffice with this application. If you did choose to eliminate possibly 1 or 2 units, you can see again we're not really covering the whole space up uniformly, and we're missing a big gap in here. So and also if you were to even just move this unit from one spot to the next, we could see how that would look. And you could do that and get decent coverage here, but we still are missing a little bit because of the height here, a little bit here in the middle, but it is something that's doable. Again, my recommendation would be more like something of this nature here, possibly just eliminating the last unit outside. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. And again, please tap that like button. We do not advertise, we're not monetized, therefore YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and we thank you so much for that. Have a great day.